I told you 2 minutes ago, nothing but respect. Nothing but respect for both of those guys tonight. And, yeah, of course we'd like to re-sign them. We'll see what happens.
Dana, just one for you here. I know you said you were working on next month's pay-per-view, getting some fights on there. Tony Ferguson tweeted out. Tony Ferguson fighting?
Yes.
Who's he fighting?
Oh, he didn't say who he's fighting?
No.
All right. We'll let you know soon.
You gave
it's done. It's Leach.
Leach Liang at 170.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Dana, when you said that won't happen again, the Paulo Costa getting tested right before official weigh-ins, have you already had that conversation with USADA?
I didn't, but yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana.
Yep.
Amir Albazi got the victory. He wants to fight in Abu Dhabi. Would you consider that the Tuesday matchmaking?
Who does?
Amir Albazi.
I don't know about Abu Dhabi's pretty stacked, Probably need something bad to happen in Abu Dhabi to make that fight, but that card's pretty good. Yeah.
Brandon Moreno was back here as a guest fighter, and he said he wants to fight Davidson Figueiredo in Rio in January. Is that?
I don't know, man. You guys are throwing all this shit at me, and I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
Dana, you said a few months back that Salt Lake is a destination.
Yep.
With the result and the turnout tonight, how soon do you come back to Vivint Arena?
Probably next year.
Like 2023?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Dana, right here.
Yeah.
You said all the uncertainty between Merab and Aljo, does that leave the door open for maybe a Chito to get in there for a title shot?
What's the question?
With the uncertainty between Merab, he didn't answer the question whether or not he would actually fight Aljo.
I just think that Merab tonight, I didn't see a lot of offense out of Jose Aldo. I think that, when you're on a card like this, the place is packed like this, and you want to make a statement in that division, you go for it. And listen, I get it. He's fighting Jose Aldo and whatever it might be. I don't know. I don't think Merab did himself a lot of favors tonight.
Would that leave the door open for maybe Chito Vera?
I have no idea.
Thank you.
Yep.
Dana, I was just wondering, the Gronk telecast, what they did was pretty interesting. I know that it's probably more a Vegas question than anything else, but what you revealed with Derek Carr and Gronk wanting to play for the Raiders, at least it was close. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
I didn't want to talk about that, no, but he sort of sucked me into it on live TV. Yeah, it's true. And I talked Brady into playing for the Raiders. And Gronk was coming with him. And they were negotiating the deal, and they were really close to getting it done. And then Gruden pulled the deal, and Brady was not happy about it. Neither was I. And, yeah, and that's that. He went to the Buccaneers and won the Super Bowl. I don't want a fucking box there. I wanted Brady at you know what I mean? Crazy. But yeah, it's true. And I thought that I would never tell that story publicly, but what the hell Gronk was doing tonight that he brought that up. But yeah.
What could have been, I guess, huh?
Yeah. It would have been amazing for the city and would have been amazing for the Raiders. I mean, their first year there, they got Brady and Gronk, So, yeah. I'm sure Mark Davis is real happy to hear this story.
Dana, right over here.
Yep.
6 years ago, you were here for a fight night, and you kind of talked about that it was on a specific day, and so it was kind of tough to get a big crowd out here. Tonight, you sell out a pay-per-view event. You have a huge opportunity with Leon capitalizing on this big fight. And so I'm just curious, what is it like seeing the world of mixed martial arts, or the sport of mixed martial arts, grow at such a high pace over the last 6 years?
Yeah, no, it's been incredible. I mean, just over the last 2 years, it's been incredible. So, but tonight is a testament to that. I mean, you look at Rockhold and Paulo Costa tonight. They're both acting crazy all week. You don't know what to expect when they come out. But anybody who knows anything about the sport knows that if they come out and do what they are capable of doing, you're going to get a fight like we got tonight. We end up getting that. And then, we're probably in a situation, there was a minute left of the fight. You probably had people getting up and walking out because it looked like, this was going to be a shutout for Usman, and boom, a head kick. It's what makes this sport so great, so exciting, and why it's so fun. You can never take it for granted and think that something's over until it's actually over. And when you get that moment that I call the holy shit moment, which was the head kick, and you have everybody in the arena at the same time, everybody who's home watching TV at the same time, everybody in bars at the same time, just explode. It's pretty special, man. The sport is pretty special. Yeah.
Hi, Dana. UFC has a new TV as partner in Brazil for 2023. It's Bundy. Would you mind to let me know a little bit more how happy and excited you are UFC is with the new deal, the new partner in Brazil?
Yeah, we've been wanting to bring Fight Pass to Brazil for a long time. It's finally going to happen, and obviously get back to Brazil. We haven't been there in a long time either. And I know there's been a lot of smack talking about me. I will be in Brazil for this fight. So we're excited. I don't know what else to say other than that. Finally, and we're excited. We're coming back, Fight Pass, and I'm coming back to Brazil too. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. How would you resume? How important was Global during the last 10 years in Brazil with you?
It's been incredible. Our relationship with Global was and still is awesome. Those guys have been very good to us, and they definitely helped us grow the brand in Brazil.
Perfect. Last question, please.
And we're not done with Globo either. We'll continue to do work with Globo. Yeah.
Awesome. Last question, please. For the near future, how important are Paulo Costa and Jose Aldo for the UFC plans with Brazilian market?
How important are Costa and Aldo for the future in the Brazilian market?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Costa had a great fight tonight. I mean, Jose Aldo's a legend, a living legend of the sport. One of the greatest superstars to ever come out of Brazil. And he's very important to this company and to the sport.
Hey, Dana. Also from Brazil here. We any news about the possible rematch with Glover and Jiri Prochazka?
Not off the top of my head, no. But obviously a fight we want, a fight they want, so I'm sure a fight the fans want too, so we'll get it done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dana, you said in Vegas, fighters have to deal with Vegas.
Yeah.
Is there any hesitance in bringing John Jones back to Vegas?
That's funny. Yeah, there's a little. Yeah, there's a little. Probably bring him to New York. Yeah.
Dana, with that Woodson fight, when it was to your right, when it was such a bad foul and then they restarted, do you think that the Woodson Saldana could have maybe just been a no contest because you got a fighter almost knocked out, and then he continues fighting with that foul?
I thought that fight should have been stopped, but on the flip side, you don't showboat, man. You finish the fight. Lesson learned for that kid. That should have been a spectacular win for him. He should be up for a $50,000 bonus tonight, but, he's not.
Thank you. Great night tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, just one more here.
Okay.
On Edwards versus Usman 3, is this one of those fights that you feel is big enough? Are you going to advise Leon to wait as long as it takes? Obviously, that was a bad knockout for Kamaru. He's probably going to need to take a little time. I know Leon's saying because of all the time off, he wants to be more active. Do you think it's a good idea that he sits and waits for that fight?
I don't think he'd have to sit and wait anyway due to the knockout. He wouldn't have to wait that long. He'd have to go back into camp and start training again anyway. First of all, we'd have to have the date. We're booked up all the way to, I think we're booked up into January now. So, yeah, there'll be no waiting for him.
So you think
even if it's a rematch?
You usually go to England in March. Do you think that's probably...
We can go to England whenever the hell we want to now. I mean, we could go to England before. We were selling out England before. Now you just start looking at, do you do a bigger arena? Do you go? And I'm scared to go outside, and I'm definitely scared to go outside in England. So I'm serious but joking about Wembley. But, yeah, I mean, anything is possible in England now.
When I tweeted out that comment, people seem very excited about the idea of Wembley. So maybe
Yeah, no, it would be fun, but yet scary at the same time. Sure. The weather isn't the greatest over there in England.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking about Brazil, what do you think it'll be next in line for Amanda Nunes? It'll be Juliana Peña number 3 or Valentina Shevchenko? What do you think about that?
I have no idea yet. I haven't talked to any of them yet about any of that. I don't know. I don't know what she wants to do.
Is she okay?
She's great. Yeah.
Yeah, because
she's very okay.
She was in a wheelchair and all of that.
Yeah. They were in a war. It was a tough fight, so it happens. I'm sure you're going to see Edwards limping in here tonight too. You know what I mean? Obviously, they transported Usman, but 5-round wars, man. Yeah, you don't come skipping in this place. It's tough on these guys.
Besides Brazil, are you thinking in hold any UFC throughout Latin America, like Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia, Mexico?
Well, yeah. Do I want to go to those places?
Yeah, and actually made the event happen in those countries.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to go everywhere. The world isn't exactly where it was 5 years ago. You know what I mean? When the world starts being like it was the pre-pandemic, I'll take this thing everywhere and anywhere. But like I say, literally every time I talk, I'm not going anywhere that's tough to do business.